friends, and welcome to Miracle of Mobility. It is such a blessing and honor to be a part of this special event as we celebrate the important work of Free Wheelchair Mission. Tonight, you'll hear uplifting musical performances, messages from special guests, and inspiring stories of transformation. 80 million people with disabilities around the world need a wheelchair, yet the vast majority live without one. And without mobility, many crawl on the ground or need to be carried. And for more than 23 years, Free Wheelchair Mission has provided over 1.4 million wheelchairs in 95 countries around the world, all at no cost to the recipient and made possible by generous supporters just like you. My family and I have been incredibly moved by the work of this faith-based mission as they transform lives with their simple but powerful gift, the gift of mobility. Tonight, with your help, our goal is to send 23,000 brand new wheelchairs to people who are waiting for them. Won't you help us? Just $96 provides a brand new wheelchair to someone who's waiting for one. Please visit the website below to learn more and support this important mission. Tonight, we'll be working to transform lives. Thanks so much for watching, and thank you for your support. Enjoy the show.
There's a very unique movement in the work we do. It is a movement of transformation, and that happens when we give this person this chair. And you put them in the wheelchair the first time, and suddenly this future opens. And they can start to think about, gee, maybe I could get to school, maybe I could get a job, maybe I could visit some friends who used to visit me, but they're not coming anymore. And then they get outside and they see people seeing them eye to eye. It's just such a powerful thing, and this is what we do. This is what we want to do and keep doing. This is that transformational movement of giving someone a chair. My education allowed me to look at problems differently than a lot of people do when they develop a new concept, new product. And that was really what motivated me to start this whole thing in the beginning. We need a more efficient, effective solution to a problem that's huge. We like to think holistically about our mission, and it starts from the engineering of the wheelchair, and it goes all the way to the emotional well-being of the recipient, the joy it brings to the family and to the community. It goes to the point of making the world a better place. This extraordinary ripple effect that we see, that how this gift has not only transformed the person's life who got the chair, but the family members, the caregivers, the whole community. Maybe now the mother can go and get a job because she doesn't need to stay home and take care of her child all day. Right now, more than ever, those living with disabilities in developing countries urgently need our support. With your help, we can change lives, one person at a time. Together, we can provide the transforming gift of mobility. Together, we can make this world a better place.
Thank you for joining us virtually for our 21st annual Miracle of Mobility. In addition to tonight's online broadcast, earlier this month, we had supporters gather at our largest in-person celebration in Orange County, California. We're so grateful to Candace Cameron Bure for hosting that event and for joining us as our host of tonight's broadcast.
Oh, you know, Nuka, that was such a wonderful event. People had such a great time. And next week, I get to go to Boise, and we'll have a Miracle Mobility in Boise. And we're going to be joined by the Hearts of Praise group, and they are really strong spiritual singers, and it's just an amazing, upbeat, exciting event.
To cap off our Miracle of Mobility events, I will join our supporters in Seattle, along with Seattle Seahawks legend Jim Zorn, on October 5th. So to all our friends in Boise and Seattle, get your free tickets to attend by visiting miracleofmobility.org. Tonight, we are joined by thousands of supporters who are tuning in from around the country and around the world. Thanks to the support of so many like you, Free Wheelchair Mission has provided more than 1.4 million wheelchairs to people living with disabilities in 95 countries. But the need is still great. An estimated 80 million people need wheelchairs, but few can get them.
Millions are waiting. They've been waiting a long time, all their lives, but we have a solution. What we've done is we've developed a wheelchair especially for them. It's durable, it's comfortable, it's safe, and it meets their needs. And we give these wheelchairs to our distribution partners, and we train them how to distribute these chairs and how to show the people how to use these chairs. And the good news is they can do this for less than $100. If you ask them, how did this happen? They often tell us it had to have been a miracle.
This past year, thanks to the generosity of supporters like you, Don and I have witnessed this transformation firsthand. Even amid extremely difficult situations, including poverty, disasters, or unrest, the gift of a wheelchair brings renewed independence and dignity. A new wheelchair also brings smiles, laughter, and tremendous joy. Tonight, we cannot wait to share the amazing stories of two precious girls I met in Haiti and Guatemala, along with the wonderful story of a gentleman in Kenya. Also on tonight's broadcast, we're so blessed to bring you the angelic voices of our special guest musical artists, Terrian and Jeremy Rosado. We thank them both for sharing their hearts and their talents with us.
And Nuka, you know, I've got some great news to share too. We're ramping up the production of wheelchairs. We have a second factory now in India, and already they've manufactured 18,000 wheelchairs. This makes our program a lot more cost effective. We're a lot more versatile up the shipping options, taking advantage of logistics, and we're going to get more wheelchairs out. But we can't forget, it all starts with you.
That's right, Don. We're so grateful for your generosity and the difference you can make tonight. Right now, people with disabilities around the world are waiting for wheelchairs. Many must crawl or need to be carried. Others live in isolation, unable to leave their homes, and have given up hope. Tonight, you can give them a special gift, a miracle in the form of a brand new wheelchair. We have our biggest goal ever to transform 23,000 lives with the gift of mobility. Thanks to those who have already given, we are getting closer to our goal, but we need your help. Please consider a gift of any size tonight to help us reach our goal. For just $96, you can provide a brand new wheelchair to someone who is waiting for one. We thank you for watching tonight and for supporting Free Wheelchair Mission.
We hope you enjoy this show.
Enjoy.
So I spent 20 years working in the insurance industry, and 2 years ago I took a sabbatical and left my corporate job to go travel the world. I visited 66 countries, and in that year I received a Guinness World Record for being the first person to travel to 66 countries using a wheelchair. I grew up in a small town in Ohio. I had a fantastic family, very supportive. When I was born, the doctors instantly knew that there was something going on. My feet had some deformities. We spent much of my childhood traveling around the country, seeking out treatment, which is really what sparked my interest in traveling. I actually stopped walking when I was 5 years old, started using a wheelchair full time. So for me, using a wheelchair is all I've ever known and all I ever will know. I got the idea to go after the Guinness World Record when I was starting to plan my year around the world where I was just going to go travel. And I was going on this trip alone. So I was doing a lot of research about solo travel. I was also doing a lot of research about disability travel. And I realized that the intersection of solo travel and disability travel didn't really exist. I would encounter situations where accessibility was difficult. For example, not having a ramp to cross the street, or not being able to get into a public restroom, and complete strangers who knew none of my language, I did not know their language, would come and pick me up in my wheelchair to help me across the street And at the end, the only way we communicate was with a head nod or a wave. And we both felt really good about what had just transpired. And that reset my views on humanity and launched me onto a completely different path in life. And I'm a much better person for it. I felt much of my childhood as though I was the only one going through a difficult time in life, coming from a very small town and experiencing the world in a larger sense and seeing that other people maybe had bigger challenges than me was really eye-opening. The people that I encountered with disabilities had wheelchairs because we were out in public settings. When I started getting deeper into my travels, and I can remember a very specific time in Sri Lanka where I was invited into someone's home, there was a woman about my age who had 2 children, and her parents were there. Her father was the one that had been injured and stayed on their living room floor, and he had been there for a number of years. Many of these people aren't leaving their homes because they can't. And that's when I realized how many people don't have the freedom that I have to go out and see the world. It's hard for me to picture my life without a wheelchair. It has given me freedom, independence, the ability to have an education. It's given me life. I have been an ambassador for Free Wheelchair Mission, and it has been one of the most rewarding things I have done in my life. The generosity of people coming out of the woodwork has really reminded me, like so much of the rest of the world, how much kindness is in my backyard. I would encourage anyone who is interested in getting involved with Free Wheelchair Mission to start with the webpage, freewheelchairmission.org. A wheelchair is $96, and one $96 donation changes an entire life.
Coming to you from Central America in a rural village in Guatemala, we've got the moving story of Linda. Shortly after birth, Linda was diagnosed with a condition that left her unable to walk. Life was already a challenge for her family. Without the means to get a wheelchair, she needed to crawl to get around, or her father would carry her, sometimes across long distances. But a special gift from Free Wheelchair Mission was about to change her life. Here's her story.
Yo me llamo Linda y tengo 13 años.
El diagnóstico de Linda viene de una enfermedad que se llama la mielomeningocele. Ella fue operada a los 6 días de la columna.
Como no tenía ninguna silla, más ella, cuando creció más, ella se empezó a arrastrar.
Cuando ella no tenía silla de rueda, yo lo tenía que llevar en la espalda y con eso yo llevarlo en los lugares.
Mi vida antes era muy triste porque al estar en la casa, de mi cuarto a la calle, de la calle a la puerta, por eso me puse contenta cuando me dijeron que me iban a dar una silla de ruedas. Y ahora sí soy feliz gracias a las sillas también. Eso es lo que yo siempre quería y lo que siempre anhelé.
Ahora es una alegría grande para ella. Ella bien emocionada está ahí. Yo creo que es la felicidad más grande que las asociaciones le dan a ella.
Y ahora que sí tengo mi silla, sí lo puedo hacer. Sí puedo lavar mi taza, lavar mi ropa y barrer mi cuarto.
Fue alegre pues porque ya vimos un cambio en ella. Gracias a Dios, ella ahora ya aprendió a cambiarse, ella se puede bañar sola, ahora ya se puede peinar y me ayuda un poco aquí en la casa. Siento que es una ayuda que ella me da porque ella trata de hacer las cosas sin depender de mí.
A nosotros ha sido de una ayuda grande para que ella pueda movilizarse, ya no dependerse de nosotros mismos. Ella misma se depende de su propia fuerza de ella también.
Estoy muy contenta también porque ya terminé 6º grado y ya el día miércoles me voy a graduar.
Me siento agradecido más que con Dios y con las asociaciones también. Y yo creo que Dios los ha puesto para que nosotros creamos que sí Dios existe. Que ellos no se cansen de trabajar para los niños necesitados.
Mi sueño es ser doctora, porque mi anhelo pues, es salvar a muchas personas también, como salvaron mi vida a mí.
Such a wonderful story. With your help, we can transform the lives of thousands more, just like Linda. Please go to miracleofmobility.org to support this amazing organization. Just $96 provides a brand new wheelchair to someone who's been waiting. Thank you.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jeremy Rosado, and I am so excited to be giving you an exclusive performance just for tonight's event of my song, Come and See. When I think about the work that Free Wheelchair Mission does, I'm so moved because it is so important. I think about people living in different parts of the world, developing countries, in different places. Maybe they need to crawl or be carried whenever they need to go somewhere. Maybe they're left alone at home in isolation. Many of them left without hope, praying that one day a wheelchair would show up. The gift of mobility provides a new life, new opportunities to families to go to work, go to school, go to church, to do all the different things that sometimes we take for granted. Please go to miracleofmobility.org to support the work of Free Wheelchair Mission. I am so excited because when I think about the words of my song, Come and See, we wrote this song for people in the future version of them that were praying for a miracle and God provided. And they're the living testimony to say, come and see what my God has done. If you need proof that he's God and that he can do anything, that he makes ways in the middle of no way, just come and see my life. And when I think about this incredible organization, and I think about the words of this song, I just can't help but see the two worlds collide. And I'm so excited. Come and see what only God could do.
But I
come and see who I've become. Ever since I met Amazing Grace, everything has changed. Come and see the joy I found, all the hope that fills me now. If you need proof that God can do anything, if you need proof that God can do anything, come and see. Come and see.
Without the ability to afford a wheelchair, many people living with disabilities around the world aren't able to do the things we may take for granted, like going to work or walking to school. Millions hope and pray for a wheelchair, often waiting years or decades for one to arrive, and too often, a wheelchair never shows up. Samson was born with a disability that left him unable to walk. He had hopes and dreams of finishing school so that he could work. But without a specially designed wheelchair, he had to put his dreams on hold. We take you now to him in his home country of Kenya.
My name is Samson. My physical challenges is that I can't walk. I was born this way. Being a person with physical challenges, you face a lot of challenges.
Life for a person with disability is really difficult. How will you get to school? So sometimes you live a life whereby you are like in prison, like in darkness, because you don't get education. And even as you grow, you feel lonely. It's like you don't have a future.
I don't want to imagine without a wheelchair because the life will be so difficult. Without a wheelchair, I could be in school by now. It could be also difficult to get to class. I really like this wheelchair because with this wheelchair, I'm able to move from one place to another. I can take myself to class. Then I have a tray where I can put my books, my laptop. I can write anywhere I am. It helps me to study well. I'm taking computer studies. Dealing with the computer is a lot of fun. By the use of the wheelchair, I can move from class to town and I can just interact with other people. I really love it. It has helped me to know more people. I have made a lot of friends using my wheelchair. The wheelchair has helped me a lot. Yeah.
When you get a mobility, it's like getting wings to fly. Mobility gives you freedom to achieve many things in life.
People with physical challenges are just people like you. So when you see people with physical challenges, just take them like a brother and sister. I want to thank Free Wheelchair Machine for giving me this opportunity to use their own wheelchair, because without their help, I don't know if I could be where I am now. I can say I have come from far till now. Yeah, I'm thankful to God. After school, I can get employed, have my own home. My dreams are to become a good man, an example to people, a role model to people who are living with physical challenges, and also to be an example for my children.
Amazing! With his brand new wheelchair from Free Wheelchair Mission, customized by their partner in Kenya, Walkabout Foundation, Samson is now able to go to school to study computer science. Without a wheelchair, he could only hope and pray he might someday realize his dreams. But thanks to supporters just like you, his life has been changed and his life has been transformed. Still, many others like Samson are still waiting for wheelchairs. But tonight, you can help provide the gift of mobility to those in need. So please visit the website on your screen and give generously. Thank you so much.
I first heard about Free Wheelchair Mission through my father. He's a right-at-home franchise owner that oversees the Long Island and Queens regions. He had mentioned that Right at Home and Free Wheelchair Mission were partnering together to go on the mission trip to Kenya this past March. Being able to go on the vision trip with Free Wheelchair Mission truly moved me. The need that I saw for wheelchairs was extremely pervasive across a lot of communities we drove through. It's a developing country, so a lot of dirt roads. And I mean, there's obviously people that crawl to get to their next destination. They're being carried by a parent or guardian or sibling, relative. So it's obviously very much needed across different communities and different regions in the area. We did everything from fitting wheelchairs to assembling them to distributing them to different beneficiaries. We visited 2 or 3 different sanctuaries, obviously met with the beneficiaries' family members, made sure that everything was in line, and also made sure that everyone was fit into their chair properly. Some of the beneficiaries called for extra cushioning, whatever it might be. So we took those cases and we were able to figure out, okay, how can we customize the chairs to further fit their needs? And I think that was the most surprising thing about being adaptable in those situations, right? And no matter how long it took, they still appeared with a smile on their face. To see them access that mobility, it's truly something that inspires me. The young man I met didn't have any working functions of his legs. For 19, 20 plus years of his life, he hasn't been able to walk. He won't be able to walk again. However, the heroic part is his patience and his determination and his willingness to continue to spread love and positivity and energy. When he got that wheelchair, he kind of took off and was able to re-enter the community, if you will. That's incredible. I've been involved with Free Wheelchair Mission through their Associate Board Member Program. We come together once a month to kind of brainstorm different initiatives for the organization, whether that's a cookout, a sporting event, any sort of family function to bring community together and spread the word about the mission itself. The whole goal is to continue to raise the awareness of the organization's mission and continue to carry out the good work that they're doing. Some of the other things that I've done with Free Wheelchair Mission include the Move for Mobility program. I'm a big road biker in my free time, and I figured why not put that energy towards raising money for Free Wheelchair Mission's objectives. So in the month of May, I was biking 20, 30 miles a week and helping bring in donations for the mission's objective. If you want to get involved with Free Wheelchair Mission, I would encourage you to check out their website. There's a lot of resources there for you to further educate yourself on what the mission is. It goes without saying how incredibly important it is to allow people to access movement. Seeing them be able to access sports, education, their own kitchen and own bathroom without having to be carried, that's why we should get involved and help push the initiative further.
Free Wheelchair Mission, supported by their local distribution partners, have worked tirelessly over many years to provide wheelchairs to people with disabilities in Haiti. This past year has been an extremely difficult time for the people of Haiti, with political turmoil, civil unrest, and escalating gang violence. When developing countries like Haiti are faced with disasters, wars, or civil unrest, people with disabilities are often the most impacted. Tonight, we bring you a story of hope in an otherwise tragic situation. Earlier this year, Free Wheelchair Mission's CEO, Nuka Solomon, was able to travel to Haiti to meet a very special girl named Fabienne. This is her story.
Well, earlier this year, I traveled to Haiti to see the work of our partners there, and I visited their work in a rehabilitation hospital, a center for children with disabilities. Haiti is a beautiful country with amazing, talented people who are full of life. My heritage is from Haiti, and I still have family there, so it's so near and dear to my heart. In Haiti, I met a really special girl named Fabienne. She's 16 and she lives with a very loving family.
Mwen e Joseph Fabienne. Mwen malade nan ceinture. Mwen gen problem nan piye yo.
Fabienne was born with spina bifida and was unable to walk.
Si ke nou pat gen chaise roulant ki te pou ede mwen sama avel, mwen ka di la vie Fabienne tap vraiment difficile. Non seulement la vie Fabienne, il tap yon handicap tout pour famille nan.
Mwen pa tap ka fanyen basi sou chaise la mwen pa ka fe anyen.
As she got older, Fabienne could go to rehabilitation with her partner in Haiti. The rehabilitation helped her to exercise her leg muscles, and she learned to take a few steps with something to hold on to. It's been a particularly difficult year for Haiti. The country has been plagued by hurricanes and earthquakes and has a history of political instability and civil unrest. And all of these conditions make life especially challenging for those living with disabilities there. Going into hard and difficult places is a key part of our mission, reminding people, families, children like Fabienne that they haven't been forgotten, that they're loved by God. Fabienne could go to rehabilitation with our partner in Haiti, and they provided her with a wheelchair from Free Wheelchair Mission. With her wheelchair, she was just beaming with joy and smiles all around, and it was just so great to see.
Lem ti nan terapi ya, mwen pat ka marche pou konya mwen ka kembe bay pou mwen. Lè an l'école, mwen ale sou chaise lan, mwen poussem, mwen al l'école. Si jò mwen plus eme, c'est mathématique, c'est lim plus adapté masama avec. Mwen eme chante, mwen eme priye, mwen sou, lem pa ale l'école. C'est celui de ma nuit.
Ça que moi-même capable de dire donateur qui aide nous avec chaise roulante yo, suis capable de dire que bon Dieu capable bénir notre travail qu'il a fait parce qu'il a fait un travail qui est très noble. Ça a aidé un pile monde qui est handicapé. Que continuer le travail parce que récompense yo pas nan mais les hommes mais bon Dieu va bénir notre travail qu'il a fait.
Well, I was most inspired by the love in Fabienne's family. The resiliency and ability to find positivity and blessings in the midst of all their struggles is just so admirable. People like Fabienne are the ones who are often in the shadows or who are forgotten. But we won't forget Fabienne, and we won't forget the people of Haiti who need our support.
Wow, what a courageous young girl and such an amazing story. With her new wheelchair provided by Free Wheelchair Mission and their partners in Haiti, Walkabout Foundation, and Hope Health Action, Fabienne will be able to get around much more easily for medical care and go to school. Please join me in continuing to pray for Fabienne, her family, and all the people of Haiti. While the situation remains volatile there and so many other places around the world, you are helping Free Wheelchair Mission to provide mobility to those who need it most. These are the kinds of stories that you're helping create tonight. Just $96 provides someone with a brand new wheelchair. This simple gift transforms lives of the recipients, their families and caregivers, and their communities. Please go to the website on your screen right now to provide the gift of mobility to someone just like Fabienne. Thank you.
Hey guys, it's Terrian, and man, it is an honor to be here with you guys at Miracle of Mobility. When I heard that there were 80 million people globally who are in need of wheelchairs and don't have them, because of that, They're either crawling or someone has to carry them. That broke my heart. But that's what makes me so grateful for the work the Holy Spirit's doing in the church through organizations like Free Wheelchair Mission. They have distributed 1.4 million wheelchairs globally. And that's just a testament to the body of Christ showing up to a need and taking care of a need by being the hands and feet of Jesus. And that also points me to just awe and wonder of how big our God is, that he knows the need of everyone. He provides for all people, and he uses the church to do that. And so if that doesn't scream our God is big, I don't know what will. With foes on my left and fears on my right, they think that I'm all by myself in this fight, but they do not know the infinite size of the God who is by my side. Hey, under fire, but my Goliath, standing in the shadow of the Almighty. No, I ain't lying, just testifying. Hey, man, I'm talking about a big God who when trouble comes around the way, only remedy for big odds is a big God. Ain't nobody gonna shake my faith. No, I'm not afraid. Throw my hands up in praise for the times that he pulled me through. I'm counting on a big God that they can't stop. He's a big God. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, hey. Why in the world would I worry away when I know that he owns my world in his hands? The monsters I face don't make me afraid when I know that I'm standing right next to him. And I'm talking about a big God who when trouble comes around the way, only remedy for big odds is a big God. Ain't nobody gonna shake my faith. No, I'm not afraid. Throw my hands up in praise for the times that he pulled me through. I'm counting on a big God that they can't stop. He's a big God. Then your brokenness, then your dreams not seen yet, then your greatest fear. He is so much bigger. When I couldn't get up, I could always feel your love. You're picking me up. I could always feel your love. Man, I'm counting on a big God, who when trouble comes around the way, only remedy for big odds is a big God. Ain't nobody gonna shake my faith. No, I'm not afraid. Throw my hands up in praise for the times that he pulled me through. I'm counting on a big God that they can't stop. He's a big God. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, hey. I wanna hear you say it, big God, hey. I wanna hear you say it, big God, yeah, yeah. Thank you, guys.
Hi, friends. Thank you so much for joining us for Miracle of Mobility. Tonight, we have seen so many amazing stories about the life-changing impact of a brand new wheelchair provided by Free Wheelchair Mission. Just like Linda, Samson, and Fabienne, there are still so many more people around the world living with disabilities who are waiting to receive a wheelchair. But we're getting closer to tonight's goal to provide 23,000 wheelchairs to those in need. If you haven't already, please visit miracleofmobility.org to make your tax-deductible gift to help us reach our goal. We'll be posting updates on our Facebook page throughout the night. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and good night.